We'll get there. We will get there one day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Coffee with Carrie. This is my hair is growing. My hair is growing. I'm gonna flat iron it today, so I couldn't put anything in it. Don't judge me. So good morning. How's it going? Grab your coffee, grab your notebook. Today I've got this as a notebook just in case you ask me something that I think I should answer later. Scaling with social media when DIY stops working and it's time to hire. Now, should you hire? Should you do it yourself? When should you hire? Who should you hire is a really good question, right? Some of you are like, yeah, Carrie, help me out. Oh, you guys can see that. If you're on YouTube, that's my cart for sending out handwritten note cards. So good morning. Buenos dias. ¿Cómo estás? It's Friday. It's Friday. How's everybody doing? How's it going? I've been working on my social media. I've been doing videos probably every single day, and I might not record the video every day, but I am trying to post them every single day. Maybe not Sunday, but I'm working on it. So good morning. How's it going? You know the drill. Take a second, click that little airplane in the bottom right-hand corner, invite a friend, and let me know where you are watching from. Some of you have been in my DMs, and I have been answering some of you. Some of you I've been giving motivation to. Did you see my last post? Y'all like, not you, not you. I'm not talking to you, but if I'm talking to you, go show the house. Did you see my post when I asked the question, why are agents still calling about compensation? And I am going to say specifically in Illinois. Now, my Florida folks, I'm just going to give you grace because it's just a little bit different. But I don't think you need to call. I think you just need to, once you have your buyer agreement, your buyer has agreed to pay you. You need to explain that. But then you also need to explain that you are going to use the front of the contract in Illinois, the 8.0 contract, and you are going to say, I'm going to do my best to get my compensation paid in the offer, that part. So I just want to know, just go show the house. You guys are working way too hard. And yeah, an agent made me crazy because the agent canceled the appointment after I said that our listing agreements no longer have an offer of compensation. So, oh, good morning. We are in Sacramento today getting ready for a spring meeting for Women's Council California. Hey, Women's Council Cali. Hey, how are you? I miss y'all. I missed y'all earlier in the winter, late winter. So again, invite a friend. Scaling with social media. Let's do this. By the way, I have a social media audit that I do with the membership that I do with agents that hire me. And would you hire me to do a social media audit? Would you want to sit with me for an hour, 30 minutes, so I can look at your social media with you? Would you want me to do that? Maybe on Zoom, maybe in person. What would you want? Because I think I need to do that like the first week of May for some of you. Let me get you together. You tell me in the chat. Send me a DM if you're like, yes, Carrie, please pick me first. Pick me, pick me. All right. So again, hey, Donnell, how's it going? So again, grab your coffee, grab a pen because you're going to need it. And I got that Nespresso. I'm impressed. I am impressed. The local grocery store in my market has it for $60. So I bought it. So, okay, I see the chat. You see, okay, let's figure this out when it comes to the social media audit. Now, first of all, here's why I am coming to you to talk to you about social media. I had someone reach out to me and they said, Carrie, you should be doing social media for other people. And I went, y'all think this is easy? It's easy to do, it just takes time. And so the person, and I'm kind of coaching someone right now, and we're trying to prove a point. So the person that reached out to me, she has been doing everything I said. And did I create all of her content? I did. I am not saying that it took me, when I decided to do this, I changed my day and it took me 6 hours to create. Let's say it took 7 because I stopped by her office. We recorded 4 videos and then I left in 30 minutes. Then after the 4 videos that I created, I then came home and for 4 to about 5 hours, I created a whole social media storyboard. And then I told her what to do and we have it in Slack. The reason why I decided to talk about this today about hiring someone is because my friend sent me, she's like, Carrie, you should let people pay you to do their social media. Now, we only got 24 hours in a day. I manage a brokerage. I have my husband. I'm literally his assistant, Erica. My friend Erica in with Remax knows, like I am helping Mark with because he's selling in Mexico and I'm the organized one. So I have agents. I'm an instructor. I love teaching. If I could do that, I quit everything else. But, I own a brokerage for those of you that want to work with me, right? I love what I do. When it comes to social media, it is easy for me. I've been playing in that sandbox since Ning. Anyone remember NING or MySpace? I've been in getting bigger and bigger for a minute. So my friend sent me an email of someone that some agents are hiring. So I'm like, okay, send it to me. So I'm looking at the offerings. $850 a month for certain things, all the way up to, let's say, $2,200 a month. And I'm like, okay, that's as crazy as this is, it is realistic because I took hours. And if you knew my hourly rate, it was a lot of money. So then I did some other things. I went and did some research. I went and looked up the other person. We're going to talk about that. So here we go. I started this journey with all of you today because I was asked to do content for other agents. Has she got me thinking? I think I could train other people to work for me and then I coach them on how to consult. That I think I could do. But to create all of your social media content, we got to hire somebody else because it's time consuming, but I'm quick. When it comes to social media, it is truly the easiest way to build a brand. Grab your notebook. Here we go. I'm about to force feed you because I'm done at 10. It's the easiest way to build a brand. It's the easiest way to engage with others and generate new business literally at no additional cost. It doesn't cost you anything to do social media. I'm over here looking for my live. There it is. So, but you have to put in the work. And when I say you have to put in the work, you have to decide how you want to work. So the first social media account I joined was Ning, N-I-N-G. Man, I found all my high school friends, maybe some of the people that I didn't want to find, but I found them. Now, I do have some leverage. I'm an identical twin, so people remember us, right? So I then joined Facebook April 3rd, 2008. I had to go look that up today. And it wasn't because I wanted to. There was an admin in the office. I used to work for Baird and Warner Wheaton when the Baird and Warner office was on Route 38 and like is that West? And the admin was like, Carrie, you need to be on Facebook. I was like, no, I don't. She was like, yes, you do. Somebody go do the math. I was born in 1971. I joined 19 April 8th, 1971, and I joined Facebook April 3rd, 2008. How old was I? So I didn't want to join Facebook, but she was like, "You need to because you can add your listings to Facebook." And this was when they only had Facebook Personal. I'm like, "Okay, I'm sold." And I can honestly say that I was like, "No, I don't want to be there." I was already on MySpace. I logged in today to see if I was still there. I am. So do you remember MySpace? Anyone? I was only on MySpace because of my oldest son, who is now about to be 35 years old. Oh, I just told you I was 19. So before we hop into the topic, scaling with social media, let me remind you, invite a friend. Tell me where you're watching from. Yeah, I see it, Kelly. I was hesitant to join Facebook back in the day. I know. And MySpace is still there. I feel like they should have left it the way it was because if you go to my MySpace, I might be Carrie Bay or my Carrie Little. I have to go look. I all of my content from when I used to volunteer in Cabo San Lucas is there. Like when we were on mission trips, it's all there. I'm like, this is why you can't, it's hard to turn off social media because you have content. So again, before we hop into the topic, scaling with social media, when DIY stops working and it's time to hire, I have a few questions. If you're listening to the replay, chat with me because I come back and I look at I look to see if you're chatting with me, and I want you to share this with a friend later. This is always available as the replay on Instagram and now on YouTube. Do you even like social media? Tell me yes or no. I don't have a free giveaway, but I do have a social media audit that I might share with all of you. I just didn't have time to upload it, but I did edit it. So, do you even like social media? That'll help you make a decision to hire or to do it yourself. Like it'll help you make a decision. And I can say you might not like it, but you're willing to do it. You can figure it out. Some of us are, our age tells us like this is a lot of work. I'm not tech savvy, so I don't want to do it. I actually like social media. It makes me my own newscaster. I went to Iowa State. I was going to be a journalist and I was going to be an anchor on TV. Actually, that's not true. I went to Iowa State and I started with clothing design because I was going to be a famous clothing designer. You can get this. I think I got this at TJ Maxx for $10. Um, I can still sew, but that was what I was going to do. And then I was like, no, I don't want to do this. And so I switched to journalism. Hence, that was hard. I came home, graduated from Elmhurst College. I still feel like if they gave me an opportunity to be a newscaster or to sit on the news and do segments, maybe the fun segments, I would do it. I'm Carrie Little with the Real Estate Minute for WBBM. Anyone listen to me on WBBM? Like that's what I want. I mean, like I want to do that. I'm like I feel like makeup, everything. I think it would just be fun, 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 right? So I like social media because it gives me the ability to be the host of here we are, Coffee with Carrie. Some of you come and see me in person. I had someone, I don't know if she's here, it might have been Kelly or Karen or Kathy, if they might have been Kathy. When I interviewed Sheena Baker on Tuesday, if you missed the replay, the link's in my bio. If you missed the replay, it's on the Socially Savvy Agent podcast. If you missed the replay, it's on my YouTube channel. I am here to tell you when she was in the messages or the chat and she said, Carrie, I found you the other day. I was ready to give up, but I'm here. And I thought this is why I like to go live for my agents, for all of you. It kind of gives me it's that it gives me the energy I need. I have figured out that this helps me and it helps you. So how about this? How is social media working for you? Is it working? Are you creating content? Are you getting engagement? Are you finding that people know that you exist because you're on social media? Are you getting followers? Are you generating leads? Social media will be different for all of you. It'll be different for all of you. Um, what you want out of social media will be different from what I want. I want engagement. Do I want followers? Sure. But I would rather have quality followers and engagement than just the heart, right? We're like, heart, heart, heart. Some of y'all need to learn that if you just heart it, you're not helping. You have to actually comment. I like to go comment on the things that make me crack up. And guess what happens is I'll get a maybe 100 more comments, and then people find me because I've commented on someone else's post. So again, I want to be known for actually helping real estate agents convert. I want to be known for teaching agents how to use technology. All of it. Like, what do you want to know? AI, social media. That I want to be known for being the instructor. I also want to be known that makes you do the work and actually convert and build a business. I also want my agents to do well. I need you to show up. Thank you for showing up today. So, let's see, where am I at? So, who wants to hire someone to manage their social media, create content for their social media, or comment on their social media? If that is you, I'm going to get into the weeds of this in a moment, but I need you to pause before you hire someone. How about this? Who wants to scale their business? Who wants to scale their social media? There are so many questions to answer, many that you don't have answers to today, and that is okay. If you hopped off this right now, my one tip for all of you would be consistent on social media. And consistency might be posting one story a day. Consistency might mean posting once on social media once a week. It could be that simple. It's consistency that wins, even if you think your social media sucks. And I might be here to tell you if you hire me to do a social media audit, it might. But guess what? What you're doing that no one else is doing is posting consistently. And I can tell you there is some content out there that I think is crazy. But guess what? These agents are generating leads and business because they're consistent. So don't worry about perfect. Just worry about if people can hear you. That part. We can fix the rest later. So, first things first, scaling on social media. Number one, if you've been writing, great. Number one, you need to do a social media audit. So you need to figure some things out. And I'm just giving you the basics. Are you gaining traction, engagement, likes, followers, or leads? Do people know you when they see you in public? I have people that walk up to me and like, "Hey, Carrie," and they're just talking away, and I'm like, "Ooh, I don't know who this is." I wish I would just say, "Hey, Carrie, I found you on Instagram or I follow you on Facebook or somewhere. You don't know me, I don't know you." And I'm like, "Thank you for telling me what's your name." Because I'm over here wondering, did I forget this person? Did we do a deal together back in the day? Some of you I will just know. I will just know who you are. Carla, I will just know who you are when I see you in person. Why? Because you show up, you're in the membership, things like that. So, number one, you need to do a social media audit. And social media audit might mean that you scroll through your feed. Does it look great? What do you think? Things like that. Like, how many followers do you have today? Have you looked at your number two? Look at your insights. As of today on Instagram, I only looked at Instagram this morning. My views on Reels are up 96.3%, and I reached 498,000 followers, non-followers, because Mark gave me a kiss on my birthday. Now, clearly, people are looking for love, or they just want to see what we do, or they're like, "Oh," I'm telling you, Instagram, realize that folks want to see that. Who are you? I'm married. People either they like love or they thought, "Oh, that's awesome." I don't know. Maybe I was dressed in my party outfit. I don't know. Help me. And I can't even go back and watch it. I am lightweight embarrassed to keep watching that. So this means that occasionally, back by the way, that post has 609,000 views. What I realized that day when it started to go up when I was at 50,000, I'm like, okay, I need to post content every single day. So if you ever have a video that goes viral, you have to post content every single day because the videos before that and the videos after that are getting thousands of views because of that one video. Now, again, I need to be aware of what I'm posting because I am a volunteer. Although I'm married and people seem to like it. Number three, ask your friends and network to audit your social media. And don't be offended. They're going to tell you, "Girl, what in the world are you doing?" Dude, why are you posting that? Do they want to look or watch? Are they consuming your content? Do they tell you about it? Um, you might need to archive some of your posts after you talk to your friends and family. They might tell you stuff you don't want to know. And let me tell you, look, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. How do you look on social media? Like me and my stories, and I need to brush my hair, or sometimes I'm like, "Oh, I shouldn't have posted that." Well, how do you look? Are you, I want to go here. Now, again, be your authentic you. Do not let me change who you are, but let me change who you are. What do people really think about your content? Are they following you because, how do I want to say that you just dress in a way that is just making people follow you because they want to see that? Or are you professional? Although I get it, like, but I don't want you to get kidnapped or knocked over the head. So I'm asking that hard question. So number three, ask your friends and network to audit your social media and then ask them, what do they want you to post? Number four, make a decision to post consistently. Every day is best. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Those of you that I'm going to see on Monday and Tuesday in Springfield, I'm talking to you. Post every single day. All right, okay. If not every day, post consistently every week. Do you want to know the best day to post? The best day to post is based on your insights and what your network is looking at. How about this? If you want a strategy, post once, 2 or 3 times a week. Post when your audience is watching, or post when you find yourself scrolling aimlessly. Now, again, when are you consumed? 7 a.m., 9 p.m., trying to go to bed, although that's not a good idea. When are you scrolling? They call it doom scrolling. I'm going to say you're addicted scrolling. When are you post? When are you scrolling? That is when you should be posting. I'm not saying you have to create the content right that second, but that is when you should be posting because you have to know that if you're consuming the content, someone else is consuming the content, but they're not consuming your content because you haven't posted anything. That part. All right. So make a decision to post consistently. Again, it'll be different for me and you. Number five, use templates in Canva. They're done. Go spend that $12 a month, $9 a month if you pay annually. Go pay for Canva and use the templates. Don't go rogue and try to create all this extra content. And I'm just going to tell you, some of you that put so many words on Instagram and Facebook posts in the graphic is too much. This is not a plugger for a party. This is not a flyer to come to an event. You're putting too much. 7 words or less is great. Now you can add more. I'm not saying you can't. But if I have to zoom in to see it, you must have had some really good content. Or can your post be made into a carousel, which is 20 you can put in 20 images, right? Are you doing too much and it's not working? So use the Canva templates. Basic, you can make some basic edits. Don't overthink this. Number 6, consider recording yourself working, maybe recording yourself walking, recording the neighborhood, and then go do a voiceover. For those of you that don't want to be seen on social media, this go record. I recorded myself this morning journaling, although I really do journal in bed in the morning, but I did it dressed appropriately, I guess you could say. And then I'm going to go do a voiceover. So you don't have to be actually talking. And I was listening to another content creator, and she said what she learned was whenever she would do video, she would mess up and then she'd have to make edits and it was like she wasn't the one hit wonder. So she kept having to redo it and redo it and redo it. So you could go use ChatGPT to come up with your social media content, and then you could just go do some video, B-roll as they call it, and then you can do a voiceover, and then you can just talk when you're comfortable and no one's watching you record. Right. Or they're not because you're nervous because you're like, I just keep messing up. First of all, nobody cares if you mess up. The video I did yesterday when I was on my soapbox, because I was like, go show the house. Stop asking me about compensation. When I did that, I knew I was like, what word was that? I was like, I'm posting it. Whatever. No one's perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Instagram wants authenticity. Instagram really does want authenticity. And I'm gonna say this. You're not gonna like it. Instagram actually likes real images versus AI images, and Instagram knows when you created an AI image. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. Do what you got to do to be successful. But I'm telling you, Instagram actually likes real images. Ooh, that was hard to swallow. Number 7, post short video reels. It still works. So when I say short, if it's 10 seconds or less, people have to watch it. They watch it and then they have to keep rewatching it to get what you said. You can put some words on top. I'm not saying do that for every single post. Sometimes you need to do a trend to get some traction. Number 8, is your social media clean, crazy, or you need a reboot? So if you want to scale, you gotta start with that social media audit. I'll do a recap in a moment. So now, should you hire someone to manage your social media? Again, how many of you actually want to hire someone to do social media? I am someone, do I have to do my own social media? I want to be involved in it, but could I hire someone? Yes. So I'm going to ask you some questions. Here's a way to realize that you need to hire someone in no specific order. I don't like it. You should hire someone. I can afford it. You can hire someone. I'm not willing to create content for social media. You should hire someone. I don't even want to comment. You should hire someone. You are busy doing the work of real estate. You're closing 70 deals a year. You should hire someone. I am going to tell you there is an agent that I'm aware of in the Joliet area, has over 200,000 followers. She does all of her own content, but she schedules it. Let's say it's on a Sunday, say it's on a Monday, and she does she does batch creating. So I believe you can do the content. All you got to do is. But if you get to the point where you hate it, you just feel like you can't, or you're not organized, you need someone to give you strategy. You might even say hiring someone might be different for all of you. And an example of that might be is my son just, he's like, Mom, you got to hire somebody to edit your videos. He said, I want to do it for you, but I'm not going to do it when you want because I'm your son. And I just feel like I'm just going to do it whatever I want because you're my mom. Even if I paid him, he said that part. He is working for a friend. They all went to high school together. And this kid, they're making $500,000 a year under the age of 26. $500,000. Oh, and that's only one stream of what they're doing. 200,000 followers, 176 on YouTube. There's enough money out here for all of you just by doing social media content. So, again, you will get to the point where you feel like you should hire someone. So, if you truly feel like you should hire someone, I need you to write this down in no specific order. If you hire someone, you have to train them. And I don't mean you have to train them on creating the content, but you have to sit with them and do a social media brand assessment with them, and they should know what to ask you. Now again, they may not know about real estate, but if you are going to hire someone, you have to tell them. First of all, they should ask you. So, what do you like? What don't you like? What are your favorite colors? Because you might have to build out a whole brand concept. And then when I say train them, you don't have to show them how to use social media, but you have to train them on the business of real estate. There is a coach out there. If it's you, telling real estate agents to go video new construction, go into other agents' properties and video and show yourself and other listings. Stop doing that. It is a violation of license law. You need to give permission, 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 permission. Get it in writing, get it from the brokerage. You can't do that. So when I say if you're going to hire someone, you have to educate and train them, you do. The other thing you need to do is, again, and I'm going to say that's number one, although I should probably just edit this and change the numbers. So again, if you hire someone, you have to train them. Number two, they need to do a brand assessment of you. They need to talk to you about what you want. They should be able to ask you questions so they can get to the point where they understand your business. Number three, if I'm going to look at your social media. Now, again, if you want me to hire you to do my social media, I'm going to look at your social media. Now, I'm going to tell you, they do not have to have a huge following to be good content creators. That is not necessary. But the first thing I'm looking at is, does your social media tell me what you do? Now, you can have a brand where you showcase your family, you showcase your friends, but your brand says that you are a content creator. I'm good with that. I'm not saying it has to be, you have to have a lot of followers. I'm looking to see if you even get engagement. I'm looking to see what your profile looks like. I want to know that you have the ability to do what I need you to do. Make sense? In addition to that, I want to know who else has hired you. Because this is what happened when my friends say, "Hey, Carrie, these agents have hired this company," and she said, "I'm concerned. I don't see any growth." And I went straight to all their pages. I went straight to this person's page, and I'm like, I couldn't hire that person for me. Now, it doesn't mean you can't. They're just posting to post stuff. There's no strategy. Because if I sit with you, does anyone want me? Anyone want me? Or what we're working on over here? Do you want us to do a social media assessment of your social media? Because we will. If I sit with you as a real estate agent, I'm going to ask you some things. So what do you want out of social media? And you look at me and I'm going to say, no, what do you want? If you say leads, I'm going to say, okay, how many followers do you have? Because I'm going to give you some homework. If you have 100 followers and you want leads, I am going to say, I'm going to give you a different strategy, because you might need to figure out how to get people to your social media before you get leads, because nobody knows you. You might need a different strategy. So when I ask the question, what do you want out of social media? It might mean that you want to build a brand so when people Google you, you look professional. It might mean that you want to generate leads. Okay, you need a credit card, because you might need to also pay to play if you want leads and you have no followers. So what do you want out of social media? Is it followers? Is it engagement? Is it to have a brand online? Is it leads? What do you really want? Because if you don't know, if you're hiring me, I got to get it out of you. And what you want might not be what you need right this second, but I can get you, or somebody can get you to where you want. So, again, if you hire someone, you have to train them. Number two, they should be doing a brand assessment. Number three, you should go look at their social media. Do you like their content? Does it make sense to you? Do they understand real estate? Again, they don't have to understand real estate and they don't have to have a lot of followers for you to hire them. And if you're hiring a company to do this, because there are companies out there, I want all the owners, what are they doing? And by the way, just because you hire someone, you could have a top producing real estate agent that opens a company. They may not understand social media, but they want you to hire them. So again, what works for them might not work for you, because I know what works for me might not work for you because you are not willing to do this and come on here. I need a whole flat iron, right? So number four, the company or person you hire, again, does not need to have a lot of followers. They just might be good at social media, content creation, and available where you are not available. Number five, does the person you are hiring have the ability to do what you need? What you need, not what they want you to have. Because when I look at some of the content that some of these content creators are creating for you, it doesn't make sense for your business in real estate. And let me give you an example. If you're an agent that is a top producer, the first thing I need to know how many deals do you do every year? What's your niche? Who's your audience? How many followers do you have? Where do you want to go? If you are an agent that sells, let's say, in a high end luxury area and you have a lot of listings, if I go to your social media, I need to show that you are a luxury agent. Do I have the ability to do that? Do I even have a professional camera? Although this iPhone and these Samsung Droid phones might just do the trick. So you have to learn how to ask a lot of questions. So, should you hire? I'm not saying you shouldn't. You have to ask yourself, can you afford it? Are you willing to train the person? Do you hate social media? What is going to take you to that level? Now, let me go back and just recap. Scaling on social media. Number one, do a social media audit. Number two, look at your analytics. It'll help you make decisions, like who your followers are, who's watching you. Number three, ask your friends and network to audit your social media. You can hire me if you want. Number four, make a decision to post consistently every single day. If not every single day, just post consistently every week. If you want a strategy, post once a week, 2 or 3 times a week, and then post when your audience is watching. Like, you need to look at your insights. If you don't know, you're going to test. When are you posting or when are you watching? That's when you should be posting. Number five, use Canva templates. Why not? Shoot, you could probably go buy some. Number six, consider recording yourself doing something and then do a voiceover. Number seven, post short videos. It still works. Carousels. I should have said that. My number eight is now carousels. Instagram is giving more push to carousels right now. Swiping, believe it or not. And by the way, if you're posting one image, post two. Always post at least two images if you're going to do a post. Why? Because Instagram will push the other image if no one saw the first one, and you can have up to 20. If I had a listing, I would post a few images. You don't have to just post one. Maybe you're going to say something. Maybe at the end, you're going to do a video. If you like this content, if you're thinking of buying and selling, that could be the last video or the last swipe. So again, carousels are the way to go. Number nine, is your social media clean, crazy, or need a reboot? So if you want to scale, you got to make some changes. And scaling does not mean you have to do what someone else does. All right. Any questions? Because I told you I was out today at 10 a.m. Does anyone have any questions? Do you have any questions over on YouTube? Let me ask this question. Do any of you, so good morning over on YouTube. Would you want a social media audit? And don't worry, you don't have to be perfect. Would anyone want a social media audit? Scaling your business is getting more. If scaling on social media, it could be growth. It could be getting leads. Scaling your business could also mean your social media, that you're getting more engagement. Scaling means not just doing what you're doing and it's not working. Any questions? For those of you that are on YouTube, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my YouTube channel.